guys, welcome to the Fuckcast, the show where we talk about nothing for an hour and try to make it funny. So.
That's true. It's all true. What was
60 minutes on the clock?
45?
45 minutes on the clock?
No, Fuckcast.
This is Fuckcast 45.
45. Number
Okay.
45. 60 minutes on the clock. Go.
Go. The first one I'm going to steal from someone is karma. That's a good topic.
That's your topic?
That's a good topic.
Karma?
Karma. Is it Karma Chameleon?
Yeah. It's a karma chameleon.
Karma Chameleon? Do you believe in karma?
I guess so, yeah. I mean, I think yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, that's your answer.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I believe in karma, not in the sense that I think other people believe in it. It's like I feel like if you're a shitty person, then like you put yourself in shitty situations, so then shitty stuff's going to happen to you. And if you're a good person, then you're generally in good situations and good stuff happens to you. That's like,
I mean, those are just like basic principles of,
Right.
anything, like if you separate it down even to like religion, like, oh, hey, that's basically the same things.
well, karma is I'm going to sound like an idiot talking about it, but what do I not sound like an idiot talking about? But karma is people who think like if you do something bad, you'll have like a direct
within,
reaction.
Like a 30 seconds.
Well, I don't even know how. Some people believe it's quick karma, like instant karma, but some people believe like, hey, if you kill someone, you'll get killed, or if you hit someone, like
like eye for an eye.
Eye for an eye kind of karma. You know what I mean? Do you believe in eye for an eye kind of karma? Like hey,
if like everything you did was like had like a value to it, like, oh, that was a 600 disc, you just fucking 600 disc that guy. You're gonna get a 600 like
like earthquakes. It was like a 6.7 fucking shitty thing you did to someone,
Yeah.
so you get a 6.7 positive thing, right? That's the kind of karma you believe in.
I don't know. I think you get what you give.
You get what you give.
Get what you give. So I think if you're an asshole, you're gonna have people treat you like an asshole too.
You sound like a Boston kid. Like it's the like I don't know nothing about karma, but I know you get what you give. Johnny, that's what you.
Little Johnny.
You're just little Johnny. Well, as far as karma, like I said, I don't think I believe in it. I just think that like
Do you
generally.
have any stories of karma in your life like that have come around full circle? Like if
That's
some
a
guy
good
cuts
question.
you off and then you see him like on the side of the road stranded, like his tire got like a flat tire.
That's what I'm thinking. Like that's why I probably don't believe in karma, because I never look at things like that. I'm never like, oh, got like someone like went and smacked you in the back of the head and then like fell down the stairs like 2 seconds after they hit you or something like that.
Yeah.
I can't recall any like really good karma instances. Do you have a good karma instance? Like someone cut you off and then got a speeding ticket. That's like the ultimate, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
If you were to like describe to someone and give them an example of what karma is, and you say if you're driving down the road and some asshole cuts off into you, and then like you see him down the road like getting pulled over, like that's karma. Like that's how you would explain it to someone. That's
instant karma, right? Is instant karma ever good? Yeah, it's good sometimes. Like I donated to this charity and then I won the lottery. Is that what people believe?
Yeah, that'd be like if you had good karma. Like I helped a little old lady with a shopping cart across the crosswalk, and then like, my wife gives me a blowjob or something out of the blue.
Guys would just be helping fucking little old ladies all over the place. It would be like chronic.
Hey,
like,
get over here, lady. Get across the street.
He was trying to rape me. Like, lady, I was trying to help your ass. You grabbed
get
me.
you across the street. Some karma.
I need a blowjob, not from you.
Looking for karma.
What about am I blowing your mind with this? Like religion is just like based on karma. Like people go to church just for the promise that they'll have good karma and get something good when they die.
Yeah.
Like they'll go to heaven.
Yeah,
Isn't that bullshit? Does that sound like bullshit to you? Like
it's paying insurance.
It's like insurance on your soul.
Yeah.
Dude, that could be like a good thing. Like if you're a soul insurance
like
man.
if you're in church praying all the time and doing everything, by the way you're supposed to, that's going to like propel you.
Well, what I would sell is soul insurance. Like I stay outside the church, and then when people are coming out, I'd be like, listen, we can't always make it to church, but if you buy soul insurance, you can go to Vegas for a night and fuck around. It's like crashing your car. Like we take care of your soul.
Yeah,
in
like
case you do something shitty.
my wife broke up with me, so I slept with a hooker. That's like my fucking.
You got soul insurance.
Yeah, we got insurance on that. It's like a ding on your windshield.
Is that going in the church, or can I actually sell that?
I think you have
Can
to
I be a
have
soul
fucking.
insuresman?
You have to have an estimate by someone come out. You have to come out. Okay, Mac Jaffe's gonna come over and with a fucking clipboard and assess.
Like,
Yo, you went out to Vegas? Yeah. Did you fuck anyone, ma'am? You have to tell me the truth. Did you fuck anyone? You did.
How many drugs did you do?
You do. Okay, what drugs?
What drugs?
Adultery. So
that's gonna be
that's I don't know.
45 installments of $13.99. You can sign right here.
Yeah, you got a copay of this much, and then your deductibles this much, and then this is how much we're gonna carry for you.
I picture it more as like a door-to-door salesman of like soul insurance, like a scumbag who knows like
scumbag salesman who's trying to steal like little
Hi,
old ladies'
ma'am.
money.
Hi, ma'am. I'd like to talk to you about your soul today. Oh dear. She'd be like, oh, well, I guess I have to talk about my soul. And I would talk old ladies into it. Do you think I could get? Do you think people would you slam your door on me if I was like, hello, sir? I'd like to talk about your soul today. I know you enough to think that you would be interested in like where this guy is going.
No,
Yes, you would.
I would instantly, as soon as I opened the door and not recognize someone at the door, I would go, it's a fucking scam.
You wouldn't.
And you're like, hey man, I live down the street. I'm pinning all everyone's fucking addresses on the sidewalk. Like, do you want to do it for if you give me a donation of $10? And you're like, get the fuck out of here, man. I'm not
people
gonna give
actually
you
do
$10. Yeah.
What does that mean?
I've seen people do that before. They're like,
What does that mean?
That's like a thing they do.
I don't get what you're saying. Explain to me what this scam is. I've never been scammed this way.
It's not a scam. It's just like a cheap thing people could do. Like, hey, I'm gonna mow your lawn for like $5 or
Oh.
something like that.
Well, what were you saying? Paint the address on the sidewalk?
Yeah, like on the sidewalk.
Is that
where
an
you
old timey thing or something? Are you allowed to do that? Can we just go paint our number on the sidewalk? Is that a rule?
Sometimes it is on the sidewalk.
Is it on the sidewalk?
I don't think it is, but sometimes it is.
So you tell those guys to fuck out? I think that's just you being an asshole. If you're saying that is a valid thing that people do and you just tell them that to fuck off.
I don't know. I'm saying I don't believe people enough that you're going to change my mind about how the fucking way I clean my fucking floors or something.
Okay, so I was at your door and I said, hello, sir. I'd like to talk about your soul today. What's the next line that you give me? I'm not interested. Because if you said that, reverse roles, if I opened the door and a little nice guy was like, hey, sir, I'd like to talk to you about, I'd be like, go on. Like, okay, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah,
that sounds interesting.
My soul? What the fuck are you talking about, man?
I'm interested in a soul conversation.
So what would you think would you get out of a soul conversation? What would you say if you were the salesman?
You know what? It might be like a free therapy session, like to invite a Mormon in or something. If his angle was to talk about my soul, I would try to make them feel like they were not a good soul and that they needed the insurance.
Or
you know
what if you like were like the good guy, you know? Like if you have a teenage daughter and she's like getting in trouble but she won't like talk to her fucking parents and she like feels weird going to church and talking about it, so you're like the regular guy, you know, they could like come over and like help kids solve the problems, you know? But you're like ordained, you're like an ordained minister.
What the fuck?
So you can go in there. So Mac Jaffe's gonna come in and be like, hey, I'm a pretty cool guy. You can tell me what your problems are and I'll try to help you.
This is a karma corrector?
Yeah, it's like Hitch.
Just for anybody?
It's like Hitch to get your soul back in track.
So instead of getting you a woman, it's the hitch of like just relationships. Like, hey, you fucked up this relationship.
Or
I'll
like
fix your karma.
like to get your soul.
To get your soul back into heaven?
Yeah.
What if you had a meter?
You're like, I listened to Eminem for a little bit. They're like, it's only like 20 souls.
That's minor. And he actually says a lot of nice things. So you would think that Eminem would be a soul decreaser, but it's actually a soul increaser. But what if what if you could see your meter, like your soul meter? How do you think you would be as a human being if you could see whether you're going to heaven or hell? Like,
if you had it was like a game show, like heaven's on this side, hell's on this side, and there's a little arrow that just kind of, are you on the left?
Oh, you're
or
picturing
right?
a meter like this. I'm picturing just like a one with like red and yellow, like it's just like cold or hot. But regardless of the meter, okay, if you could see how do you think? Let's say that heaven and hell were proved for real. Like God came down and he was like, yes, there is a heaven. Look at me. And then he's like, yes, it matters what you do in life in order to get in. So fuck you all, and I'm going back upstairs. And then he put meters on all of us. Would you live your life the same, or do you think you're living like a good life or a bad life? Deep question.
Hey, Evan, do you think you're going to go to heaven or hell?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm going to, I don't know. I feel pretty good. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. I think I'm feeling like I'm a pretty good guy, you know. I'm not hurting anyone. I'm probably gonna go to heaven, I guess. I say some bad things, but those are just words.
I think what you're saying is I'm on pace for heaven, but there is potential for me to fuck it up or something like that. Are you saying that?
No, I'm saying like if I was to aim myself and I said like where do I think I'm gonna be trajectory wise. Like, I think I'm going to stay my same moral level. I don't think I'm going to end up, like, In 10 years,
You're
I
on
feel
track.
like I'm gonna go off track a little bit in 10 years and maybe go on a killing rampage.
So they would check your name when you get to heaven. They'd be like, Evan Romine. Yes, you skidded by, sir. And you'd walk in just like this.
Barely made it.
Smoking a joint. You'd be like, yeah, fuck you. Fuck yeah, I made it, you piece of shit. I think that's where I'm at. I'm like just like in. You know what I mean? Because I've done some shitty things, but I'm like, I think I do.
You think your average falls pretty much in like the middle?
Yeah. Do you think if a soul insurance man came into the house and you told him your story that he would agree with you, or do you think he would be like, dude, we gotta fucking fix you up?
I think we'd both be okay.
A Mormon?
Yeah, I think we're normal.
Are Mormons harsh on like ways of life? Like if they're like, yeah, we do a radio show, it's called the Fuckcast, they'd be like, no. We gonna have to fix you.
It's the Fuckcast.
It's the Fuckcast though. It's
And then we
funny.
do the fucking movie reviews. Like, what's wrong with that?
The Red Box, Netflix,
Reviewing
Target
movies.
movie reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think we're good. Hey,
Okay.
let's shake on it.
We're going to heaven.
We're going to heaven.
Fuck you all. The Fuckcast Goes to Heaven is our first movie.
Calling my shot. Going to heaven.
All right, new topic. All right. Narwhals. 2 people said fucking narwhals, so we'll go with narwhals.
Oh, we're going to user suggestions right
I'm
now.
just gonna skip around.
Yeah.
I didn't explain that to you. I'm just
Okay.
doing it.
Let's do it.
You were thrown off, but you had no idea.
Boom.
I'm going off the rails.
Did you say narwhals?
Narwhal. The things with the horn on their head.
So it's a whale with a fucking horn on his head.
A fucking horn. Yeah.
A fucking horn in his head. Right? That's what it is.
I
right?
guess. Are they real?
I think that there's probably a lot of people that would say yes, and I think there's probably a lot of people that would say no.
Are narwhal? I'm confused. Are narwhals real? Are they not real? Or were they real but extinct?
Narwhals are real, and they are not extinct, I think.
They're real and existent. The 4th category I didn't even
Look
say.
it up on your computer real quick.
What do you mean?
Narwhals.
Narwhals. So,
We have the technology.
what do you want me to look up? Are narwhals
Just type
real?
in narwhal and go to a fucking Wikipedia page. It'll show you pictures and everything.
Narwhal. We're looking up. This is fucking retarded. It looks like they're real. They're definitely real.
They're definitely. I know they're real. I'm trying to get you to see what they fucking look
I didn't
like.
know they were real. I thought that was still up for debate.
And I wasn't sure if they're still alive. I know they were real, but I didn't know if they were still currently alive
Well,
or
they're
if
just-
they're extinct.
There's pictures of them. There's
Well,
pictures.
Yeah, something could be extinct in the last 100 years of photography.
No. What? Like a narwhal. Okay, these are real. And there's modern pictures of them. All right, folks. We can all calm down. I see a picture of a narwhal.
All right. So what do you think the purpose of having the fucking horn on his head is? Is he like spearing fucking penguins and stuff like that? Making fucking shrimp kebab?
Dude, it looks so inconvenient. It's not even like a good weapon. It looks like it would just fucking get in the way constantly.
Does it help him like fucking guides?
I
Like
think it's
skim
a-
through the water? Is
No,
it
I
like
think it's a defense mechanism.
But it looks like a fucking broomstick duct taped to the fucking front of a fucking bucket.
Yeah, I mean...
It looks like it'd be able to snap off real quick.
Well, I mean...
Is that part of his fucking spine?
I don't want to sit here and read the narwhal Wikipedia page for these people, but I'm actually interested in what the point.
What's the thing
of
on the bottom say? Narwhal, right there. The definition of narwhal on the right hand side.
Okay. I'm too high to operate a machine, dude. Okay, 1 second. The narwhal, or narwhale, is a medium-sized toothed whale and the animal with the largest canines. It lives year-round in the Arctic.
It's a fucking tooth?
It's a tooth. Are all horns teeth? No. Right?
No.
Yes. No, there's horn. Like what is a?
No, horns aren't teeth.
An elephant has tusks, right? Which is teeth, right?
It's a tusk.
But a horn is not a tooth.
Horn is on the head and a tusk is in
So
the mouth.
I thought this was a horn. It's actually a tooth. You're right. That's
All
kind
right,
of fucking wild.
So what do you think the good people of fucking the internet world want to hear about?
I think they want to hear the scientific name.
What is it?
That's what I'm gonna drop on them. Scientific name of narwhals is Monodon monoceros. Yeah, that's pretty badass, right? Monodon. Monodon.
Yes, that's awesome.
I think there's also something going on with narwhals and bacon. You ever hear that? I think on Reddit, narwhals.
Yeah, I think it's like an old internet meme.
Narwhals
where
and
it's
bacon.
Old? Like, when does the narwhal bacon?
I don't even think it's that old. I think time is moving so fast on the internet these days that like that meme's like a year old, and we're like, yeah, it's one of them old ass fucking memes.
It's
Narwhals and
way
bacon.
back in 2012.
It's back there with chocolate rain and stuff like that. No, I think it's actually not that old, but Whatever. Anyhow, new topic. You want to pick? You want to do? Let's do yours, and then we'll jump back to some celebrity ones. You don't have one, so pick it. Go.
Umbrellas.
Old times. That was pure. That
was just
brick.
That was like shaken out of my head at the last minute.
Well, I'm looking at an umbrella right now. Is that where you got it from?
Yeah.
Okay. It was like brick when he's like, "I love lamp." You're like, umbrellas.
First of all, I like umbrellas. I think they're funny. They're fun to say. Do you know what they call umbrellas in Australia?
No.
They call them brollies.
Brollies?
Say, get your brolly.
Why can't they say umbrella?
Because Australia says everything kind of cute, like in a cute way.
And your brolly.
Like, hey, you want to have breakfast? They go, hey, you want to eat meat for brekkie?
Brekkie, right?
Yeah.
I like that.
Fucking cool.
Are all, like, they all do it? I mean, it's not all, but it's like a general thing, right? Or is the word for umbrella actually brolly or whatever? Or is it a key?
It's just like a cute way they say things.
Okay. Well, I need to get to Australia and talk to some of these people. You did that. How was that?
It was nice.
It was nice. Do you use an umbrella? What the fuck are they using? Because I'm from Florida, and so when I grew up, it's weird coming to Arizona because in Florida, we would have like 5 umbrellas in the house right by the door all the time, and no one fucking carries an umbrella around here. But in Florida, it was weird. It wasn't weird to have an umbrella in your car, just in your car. Have you ever done that in your life, living in Arizona, or do you know anybody who does that?
Yeah, I have an umbrella in my truck.
What the fuck? You would have an umbrella in your truck. It never fucking rains here.
I'm prepared for the fucking rain.
What else do you have in your truck?
Okay, well, I'm used to carrying an umbrella in my truck because I used to work where I wear a suit to work.
Yes.
So like that was a little bit more important to like
it all
have
comes
an umbrella.
together. It all comes together.
And it didn't rain often, but like if I was wearing my fucking suit.
I wear something like this to work almost all the time, so it didn't fucking matter.
Well, you're a homeless person.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I was still a scrub when like I worked in a restaurant and I would have nice clothes on for work, but I never carried an umbrella. It would just get wet spots on it.
Yeah. Well, I have an umbrella for like I actually got a tipped an umbrella one time at the hotel. It was like this really fucking nice golf umbrella.
Why do people tip you weird ass shit?
I don't know. Maybe they bought an umbrella for the fucking plane, and then they're in Arizona and they have to go home and they don't have room for an umbrella. And they give it to me.
Someone tipped you an umbrella and you were happy about it.
Yeah, absolutely. It was like a really nice, like it was a nice, like good quality, big fucking golf umbrella.
Appraised at what? How much are you appraising this?
I'm saying this thing was like $45.
Oh shit, that's a nice tip,
right?
Right. If I was working at a restaurant and someone's like, I'm out of cash, but here, take my umbrella. It's not raining. I'd be like, let me see this thing. Have you ever been tipped
like someone's like, I don't have any money, but I have my watch, my father's watch. You gave
no,
to me. Like,
no.
Would you take my father's watch and give me my fucking Egg McMuffin?
That's why your job is kind of foreign to me because you get tipped like champagne and umbrellas. It's like it's more of a luxurious type of fucking deal. It's like
we had people bring us back fucking like shakes one time from a fucking ice cream place, and they're like, oh hey, we thought you guys might like shakes. We're like, fuck yeah, we love shakes.
No one ever does that. Maybe I was just a shitty server. I was a server who would get you everything you need, but like did not get chummy with you. Like I don't want to get to know you. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to make you feel good about your life or your decisions.
They're like making a joke about the place, and you're like, "That's nice. Let's get back on track. What do you want for dinner tonight?
What do you want for dinner? What do you want to drink? How much ketchup do you need right now?"
Sandy, Gerald, it's been very nice meeting you all, but I need to get down to your order right away, please. I am very busy. I have a lot of tables. I cannot get chummy with you two.
They're like, we haven't sat down, and how do you know our names? I would say it that quickly. They're like, ma'am, let me show you to our table, and before we do, can you please tell me what you like for dinner? She's like, what the fuck? They're like, tips are based on service, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that never clicked in my brain. So I never got maybe someday I'll get an umbrella as a tip or something like that.
So umbrellas haven't really changed that much in the last 100 years, I guess.
Solid invention.
I mean, when did the first person say like, hey, I could hold something over my head to like, they were using like their fucking jackets or something like that before?
Well, someone who like wanted it to be portable, but wanted it to block all the rain.
See, because I like to think that back in the past, they just used like fucking Jedi robes and then they put it over their head so it just kind of fucking dripped down.
That's what you thought that they did in the past?
Yeah.
Actually, in Western movies, the hats always block all the rain. It's just like drizzling down the hat.
Yeah, that's why like cowboy hats are fucking awesome. Because it's like
just sit there like
it's like a cool umbrella on your head.
Yeah, it's like you don't have to give a fuck about the rain because you can still see.
No.
But you're right. Do you think the person who invented the umbrella was like, I'm gonna be rich because this ain't gonna change for like 100 years. You know what I mean? Like,
What about a fucking like a quadcopter? You know, like one of those fucking drone copters.
Are you trying to reinvent the?
That just.
I'm going force field. You're going quadcopter that goes over your head.
What I'm saying is that you can have a quadcopter with like a fucking one of those upside down fucking plastic sleds.
Yeah.
And it just fucking deflects the rain off in like a path above you, and it has a little sensor in there that goes on the top of your fucking hat or like in your purse or whatever, and then it follows that completely like wherever you go, and it'll like avoid shit and stuff like that too, but it'll keep you fucking dry. It's like scientifically like it fucking has the Weather Channel on there, so it knows like the fucking angle of the raindrops.
Jesus Christ. You're on to something. Let's get it done. Okay, quadcopters.
Hey, what about that, folks? Have you ever used an umbrella before where you're living in the fucking Stone Age?
Are you still using one of those? I can see the fucking advertisement
like commercial where someone's just like, I can't. How does this work?
She just opens it and it flies away.
Doesn't that fucking suck?
Don't you hate when umbrellas open and just block things? Fuck that shit. We've got the invention for you.
Step up to the future.
What are you going to call it? What's an umbrella?
What about like the e-brella? E-brella.
The only thing I can think about umbrella.
Quadbrella.
Quadbrella?
Quad.
The yes-brella?
Quadbrella because it's a quadcopter.
That's fucking right. That's what our umbrella does.
What about the rain eliminator?
Okay, I like that. Oh, man, I got tipped a rain eliminator today. It's pretty awesome. It was like $45,000.
Oh, using an umbrella? Well, I'm using my fucking Rain Blocker 2000.
Rain Blocker 2000. Sound like Harry Potter now, like when they're fucking making fun of him for the broom. It's like, your rain blocker sucks. You got to catch the right one. And people start battling with their rain blockers, like their Pokemon or something like that. Is that too far? I think it's a little too far.
I think we lost 90% of our audience. The Pokemon land.
Oh, Pokemon? No, we would get a big audience off of them. All right, let's go to something else.
All right,
How about
no
that?
more umbrellas. Let's move on.
No more umbrellas. What are you calling it? The rain destroyer? The rain eliminator?
Eliminator.
Are there different levels?
Yeah, there's the 1000.
The 1000 is
like the base model. Like
the rain checker. Just
yeah,
like
it's like $29.95.
Then you got the rain blocker.
The rain blocker, yeah, he's got a little bit more horsepower.
And then you got rain destroyer.
Yeah, the 1000 has a little fucking cord that has to stick to your head. If you want to go cordless, that's another $25.
Those are all good and all, but if you want to, you step up into the ultimate package. We save your soul and we give you a quadcopter.
Plus, if you order now, we'll walk in the fucking quadcopter dog walker. Are you tired of walking your stupid fucking dog down the street?
Why'd you buy him anyways? Fuck that piece of shit.
We'll take care of that shit.
That's a good package. You get a soul. You don't have to give a shit about your dog anymore. And fuck rain. Right? That's it.
Boom.
Ultimate package.
We could probably sell it for $69.99.
69.00. It's just 69.
$69.
That's it. All right. Consciousness. Jesus Christ. Deep.
You can't just drop those bombs on us. Consciousness?
Well, you can turn it into anything you want. It's
all right, so let me tell you something I was thinking about recently.
Okay.
So I was reading something where they were talking about your eyesight and your brain and stuff like that. They were talking about how when you close your eyes, you're still able to like see everything. So like all your sensors are still working in your eyes.
Yeah.
Like you're just it's just like the same as if you're hitting record and you put something over the fucking camera.
Mm-hmm.
You're still recording, but you're recording nothing. Well, your fucking brain will be able to shut the light, like the light switch off on that fucking sense while your eyes are closed.
How does it do that?
I don't know.
That's
what I'm saying. So like it'll just say like, hey, this is the time where I can still see. I can still like the light's still coming through my eyes, but like it shuts off.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
Right? And there's also like the thing that in your eyesight, when you can actually always see your in between your nose right here, but your brain like cancels it out.
How often do you spend like trying to see like the middle part of your face there?
I mean, you can do it if you really try, but like your brain is telling you like, hey, that's nothing you need to see.
Do you think this is a weird thing I think about to myself, okay, about consciousness, is that if I turned out to be a vegetable or a Stephen Hawking, would I be able to enjoy it or like not hate it? Like Stephen Hawking has found a way to just like he generally enjoys life because he's in his head. He's like always busy thinking about stuff. Like he's come up with a way to entertain himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
he's not just sitting in a hospital bed rotting away watching fucking reruns.
Does he watch TV? Does Stephen Hawking watch TV?
I don't know.
Well,
I mean, what else does he do?
I guess that's the question I asked. Like, if I was paralyzed and like I was still conscious, but like, what would I be like? Like, would I be pissed off, or would I be sad, or would I be like have fun and write stories like in my head or something like that?
If you were in a terrible car accident and your head was severed, but they were able to get your head in a fucking block of ice and to get you to the hospital,
right? And
you're like, we're gonna lose McKay, and this like doctor comes in, he's like, I've got a proposal for you, Miss Jaffe.
We'll take his brain out.
We'll hook it up to this machine here, and he'll be conscious, but just a brain with a bunch of wires sticking out of it.
Like, kind of like, what's the show that they do that in? Fucking Futurama? It's just always brains in the fucking thing? Or it's heads in the thing?
It's heads. But
okay.
Yeah, so you could do that. You could basically just have like a twist-on thing.
I'd have to go with, like, lock and load. I'm going to fucking...
Let's be Robocop. That's what they did for Robocop.
If it's that or die, then I'm just going to go with that. Do you think you would like that? You're asking something different. Like, if they're going to turn me into Robocop, fuck yeah. Okay? There's no debate, all right? If it's die or be Robocop, sure, I'm going to go with Robocop.
We got like 10 guys in the back that are in front of controllers.
The waiting list, the waiting list for Robocop is very long. You're going to have to take just sitting in a vat for a while.
Yeah, it doesn't just take, we can't just do that shit overnight. It's not LASIK surgery.
I guess that's the question, is how long would I be willing to like sit unconscious like in a vat until I got my Robocop suit?
Okay, so listen to me right now. So I think that if you and I were both in a terrible, terrible car accident tonight, when we're going to get munchies, and...
Don't say that.
What I'm saying is that, like, okay, so we have to wake up tomorrow and do everything we normally do, but in a fucking robot suit.
Would people know we're in a
what
robot
if the government?
suit?
What if the government was just like, hey, listen, we're gonna give you robot bodies and everything for your heads, but you're still like need to like go to fucking work and pay your bills and shit like that. Like, you're not fucking done yet. You don't get a free pass.
No, you're right, because part of like having a human body is that you have to supply food and stuff for yourself. So if you're a robot, you'd be like, I'm not going to work. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
Why do I
like,
have to go to work?
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Well, that's a tough question, Evan. That's a hard one. I'd have to mull it over for a while. Figure out, do I want to just turn into a huge douche?
Cyborg photographer McKay Jaffe's shooting the new calendar for this week for Kate Upton.
That would get so much publicity. You could do anything you could want.
Kate Upton.
You could be I don't have to be a photographer. I could like wash dishes as a cyborg and you'd be famous.
Cyber Jaffe's also dating Kim Kardashian.
Cyborg Jaffe.
Cyborg Jaffe.
Do I get shoulder like missiles and stuff like that? Am I like a Robocop or just a cyborg? Like, do I have missiles?
I think you're like a fucking Robocop.
That'd be fucking sick. They're like,
you could have like, dude, you could have like like an attachment thing for your dick. And it just has like, you could just like Captain Hook, whatever kind of dick you wanted on there. You can have like fucking like vibrate. You can have like
spinner. I'd like a spinner and like a jackhammer.
There's like an air compressor in there, like a fucking pump.
Dude, those are going to be real. Women are going to have cyborg fucking dudes with just detachable dicks real soon. It's gonna just
They're going to like fold their laundry and like pleasure the wife.
Right. So
clean the pool, fold the laundry, pleasure the wife, walk the dog.
What are we going to do?
Robocop.
What are we going to
That's all we fucking hired you for.
That's everything though. What are we gonna do? We just get free time? God damn,
so.
I just want to play fucking Call of Duty all day. So I got this Robo 4000. He's gonna fuck my wife and walk my
Asian
dog.
Asian kids are kicking the robots' asses out here. You can't even play fucking Call of Duty.
What do you mean?
Fucking robots, man.
What about them? Lost.
Good at video games.
They're good at video games? You think they're Asian kids?
Next.
Playing your robot? That's probably the first step, is like you order a cyborg and someone like plays it. That's not going to happen. All right. We're going to talk about this person says my mom, but I'm going to switch it to our moms.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. You want to go first or you want me to go first?
First of all, when is Mother's Day? That's next month, right?
No idea. Terrible, son. I don't know my mom's birthday, and I don't know what Mother's Day is. I'm going to admit that. I don't know my mom's birthday, and I know my mom's birthday is in September.
I think Mother's Day is May 18th because May starts with
M
you're
right.
for mother.
You know how I know that? That reminds me, because my birthday is May 20th, so it's always like Mother's Day is like right before my birthday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So
we
you're
established
probably
that
right.
it's like May 13th.
It's like May 13th
May
to
14th?
20th. Somewhere in there.
So it's middle of May is Mother's Day. I think maybe it's May 18th.
We're terrible.
18th for some reason sounds right.
Terrible sons.
I know my mom's birthday.
What's her mom's birthday?
December 8th.
Do you buy your mom presents and send her cards?
No, not really. I usually try to like go visit her, take her out for dinner, something like that.
My mom sends me so many cards that it makes me feel bad. You know what I mean? Like I can't.
Like Mom, you're spending more money on cards than I think you need
to. I wish you're right. The amount of money she spends on cards, I wish she would just like give me. It's like, Mom, I love you. I love the cards, but it's like
the extra $3 for this card could have actually bought me another cup of ramen.
Yeah, I'll take the $3,000 you spend a year on cards and just fucking and spend it on something. But
donate it to charity. I don't even care. I just don't think you should be wasting it on fucking Hallmark.
Right. I get it. I'm your son. I get it. You love me. Does your mom? My mom only texts me that she loves me. That's it. Like no, she doesn't say any conversation. Nothing. Just I love you. Yeah. That's it. Like,
it makes you wonder, like, if they're up to something, you know? If, like, they feel bad. They're like, oh, my God, I feel terrible. Like, I need to... who do I love? Like, I'll love my son.
She doesn't say anything other than that. Yeah, you might
My mom will sometimes say, like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine.
Wait, it's in text, so is that how you take it?
Yeah, it says you and an okay question mark.
So you get that she's a concerned voice? You know what I mean?
Yes.
She's like, are you okay? Do you get pissed off about that?
If a little hologram popped up, I could actually see her face and have her go, are you okay, Evan?
Yeah. Do you get angry about that? Like,
no.
Because I get angry at my mom. I'm like, Mom, talk to me. Say something.
Well, that's
why
when she says you okay, that mostly means she hasn't heard from me for a while. That's like her way of saying, like, you should call me once in a while.
Well, that's what I wish my mom would just be like, oh, dude, what about that blah, blah, blah? Or, oh, that show is really funny. Like, say something to me like a person. You know what I mean? Don't just, I love you. And then, like, what do you go, like, same with your mom. When she goes, is everything okay? It's like, what the fuck? Like, just talk to me like a normal person. Yeah,
be like, hey, Mom, I wanted to say hi. I'm on my way to go see the new fucking Steven Seagal movie.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, cool. Let me know how it is.
Yeah,
like,
usually if you're like, hey, Mom, I was going to this game and it's going to be pretty cool. Are you doing okay? You're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Are you eating your vegetables? Like, I sent you some carrots last week. Did you get the American carrots?
I guess we don't know what it's like to be a mom. You know what I mean? It's like always fearful. Are you?
Oh, dude, I'd be so worried as a parent that my kids are up to something, or like, if they say like, oh yeah, I'm going to sleepover, I'm like, bullshit, you're going to sleepover. You're gonna fucking sneak out and smoke cigarettes or something.
Fuck, dude. Like, I worry about that. I don't know if I can handle having a daughter. You know what I mean?
Oh, no.
Because I think I might murder, like, any guy that comes around her. I'd be like, I know exactly what you're thinking.
No one would ever be good enough.
I know exactly what you're thinking. And what worries me more is that I think that I'll end up being that kind of father where he's like, oh, you cannot see that kid. And then she rebels even more and she becomes the town slut. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to father a town slut. I think it's predestined that my daughter is going to get banged by the whole...
McKay's daughter will be dancing at fucking Christie's Cabaret at some point.
Exactly. There's no possible way my daughter is not going to be a stripper of some sort. Can you get on board with that?
I disagree.
Yeah, I guess I like to say that, but I'll be a good father.
I think you will. I'm
gonna father the shit out of you. I'm gonna protect your pussy as much as I can.
I know you got to keep your hardcore persona on television here, but deep down you're a sweetheart.
She's gonna be like Harvard valedictorian or something like that. Not quite.
We're gonna see this on the tabloid magazines. It goes, hard as nails. McKay Jaffe's actually got a soft spot.
Yeah, and then I'll be on the beach naked or something like that. I'm gonna be in the fucking.
He is losing control. Here he is skinny dipping in fucking Bora Bora,
eating a cheeseburger. What was I saying? Oh, I would say if your mom's worried about you, like, or not, your mom's not worried about you, but you're saying you would worry about your kids. But imagine my mom, like, seeing. This is what my mom's been saying to me. She's like, make sure you wrap it twice and. Be careful. You know, one pussy hair can pull a freight train. It's like, these are the things that my mom has been telling me because of my activities.
It sounds like words of wisdom.
They are words of wisdom, but they're coming from my mom, so it's kind of weird. She's like, yeah, make sure you wrap it twice, McKay. And I'm like, thanks, Mom. Doing a book on strippers. I guess that is good advice, right?
My mom says things like, be careful on your little motorcycle. Make sure you wear your helmet.
You know what? I wanted to talk to you about that. Seriously. I had a friend who crashed his motorcycle. Are you worried about that at all?
Absolutely.
Do you go fast? I've never seen
right
you
now
fucking...
in my motorcycle experience, I am driving very slow because I'm tuning my motorcycle, so it's not quite completely safe for the road.
You look both ways like this?
Well, that's what I'm saying is, okay, so I don't ride my motorcycle all day every day. I don't like drive it to work and stuff like that. It's kind of just my project right now. So I'm not really riding it around. But I get so discouraged when I drive around town in my truck and I see how bad people are driving, and I imagine myself if I was in my motorcycle
just getting hammered, right?
Oh, dude, just left and right. Like someone cuts into me or something like that. I'm like, I would have died just then. Right. And then boom, someone's merging into this lane or here, or someone just slammed on their brakes, and I'd be like, okay, boom, I would have died right there if I was not in my truck.
Fucking people. That's the thing about a motorcycle is that like in a car, you at least like if someone makes a shitty decision, you still have a chance to survive. But in a motorcycle, it's like if someone makes a shitty decision, it's like yeah, he's fucking broke 17.
Well, and
legs.
on a motorcycle too, you're not like fucking playing with your cell phone and stuff. Like you are aware of everything. Like you don't blink. Because you want to make sure that no one's pulling out in front of you, or like you have to make sure the light's turning. You know, if the light's going to turn yellow here, if you have enough time to stop, all that kind of stuff.
I don't trust myself enough to ride a motorcycle. Like not because I wouldn't pay attention, because I can't pay attention, but like I'm just too clumsy. Like I don't take things seriously. I'm pretty sure if I got a bike, I would be dead within about 3 days. You know what I mean, of riding it.
Yeah.
And so I'm not trying to die. So I'm not trying to buy a bike.
Yeah, I'm not trying to ride my bike around a whole lot. But I'm becoming more interested in like the fabrication and like the creation of the style of it and stuff like that. So I'm learning how to weld and stuff like that too. So it's like that's more exciting than to me like riding it around right now.
Do you want to tell people what the Fuckcast is going to start planning to kind of get them jacked up about, since you are getting into fabrication and stuff like that? You want to tell them about our fucking video idea, or do you want to not divulge that?
No, let's
tell them that we have an idea.
Tell them that we have an idea going for the Fuckcast,
which is we're going to do a video for you guys. I'll just say it's a dance video.
It's going to be a dance video.
A dance video.
I don't think your tiny little brains will be able to rack it around, but we're gonna try to fucking get it right for you guys.
We're going to do a fucking dance video, and you guys are going to laugh. Okay.
You heard it here first.
Okay. Next topic. Deeply political issues.
What?
This person said deeply political issues, and then they said psych, but I'm going to make us talk about deeply political issues, like abortion. Just give me a yes or no on these deeply political. I just want yes or no. Abortion.
Yes.
You can't do that because I gave no context. It's like, do you believe in abortion or not? I was just like, abortion. You're like, yes.
Yes, abortion.
You're for abortion? What about slavery?
Wow, these are really like, we're all going to get to know each other here well tonight, people.
Yeah, slavery.
Play along at home if you want to. You can answer McKay's questions.
Yeah, if you send in your answers, we'll see if they compare to Evan's, and then we'll all laugh about it. Do you believe in abortion?
Yes, I believe in abortion.
Do you believe in slavery?
No, I do not believe in slavery. These are terrible questions.
Then why are you wearing those Nikes? No, just do you like, what is your I'm going to ask you a real question. What is your view on education?
How long do you have? I could talk all day about education.
All right.
And how it relates to the fucking...
Do you feel like you got a good education?
No.
You know what?
I don't.
I would have to say that I do not also feel like I got a good education. Do you blame yourself or do you blame the system?
I blame a lot of the system. Mm-hmm. I didn't exactly have a whole lot of options for like different schools I can go to. When you're a kid, you pretty much go to wherever your fucking parents live.
Right.
I mean, unless you really fuck something up, but
unless you hit someone with the train.
Burn the school down, or I don't know, steal the school bus.
We're gonna have to send Evan to the woods.
Hit the teacher with a baseball bat or something like that.
But I'm not talking about elementary. I'm talking more about like high school and college is where I feel like it kind of
I think there should be more real fucking fundamental schools that like, or like classes that will teach you like, hey, let me tell you about a credit card. Let me tell you about like financing and stuff, like
and real life shit, right?
Yeah, like real life shit. Like
School Hard Knocks is what you're trying to
this is how to fucking change a tire. This is how to fucking tie a tie. This is how to fucking chop wood.
Dude, no shit. If there was a class where they're like, all right, life skills class, and they're like, we're gonna teach you how to tie a tie today. That would be
I think that'd be awesome if you could pick though. It was completely acceptable to either go like there's different courses, so you could be like the kind of like you had like maybe like different like names for them. You're like, do you want to go for like the lumberjack route? Which is like a lot of like
skill tree, like
like changing a tire, like manly man type stuff. Or do you want to go for like home ec, which is like the fucking, I don't know, like the how to bake apple pies and like the fucking
Or do you want to be a computer
iron
tech
and
dude?
do laundry
Right?
and sewing and stuff like that.
You want to start that at an earlier age because you can do that in college, right? You
Yeah,
think we
I'm
need to start
I'm
that
saying
earlier?
like you kind of just you have the options to kind of choose your own path. So like I think that if you were a kid and you said, I mean, if you made it interesting, but you taught kids the same fundamental things, but in different ways, like how
Right.
they pay attention to things, or like what they're into.
Well, a class that I would have liked to have, would a couple of maybe that come to my hand would be, I would have liked someone to teach me how to do taxes in like high school.
Absolutely,
Like a
that'd be like a
fucking-
real life skill.
Like I really wish I would have had it, not an elective, but like, hey, you got to sit fucking down in this class and take a lesson on taxes and learn how to do your taxes, because no matter what, you're gonna be fucking doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're gonna have to be doing taxes at some point because it's mostly like you can claim someone as a dependent like until like 20 or something like
Dude,
that.
there's taxes is like a little video game. There's so many little things you can do to like benefit and not benefit yourself that I feel like I'm getting
that's almost.
fucked.
I think that the school system though is catering to the kind of the older generation as far as like how to teach people.
Right.
Where I think the new generation they want to sit and play on an app on an iPad all day,
Right.
but they'll still learn.
Like something that I feel is getting outdated, and I don't know if it's controversial or not, but a lot of mathematics I feel is getting outdated. Like we just don't need it. I mean, like I think hardcore mathematics, like anything, past like geometry.
I think that should be a path you can go towards if you say like, oh wow, man, like McKay's really good at math, like he needs to go towards this class.
But not required, because
Not
computers
required.
do so much mathematics for us
Yeah,
these days.
dude, I remember specifically my teacher in high school said, you better learn this because you're not going to be carrying a calculator around in your pocket. And I'm like, now I look at my phone, I'm like, oh, I can fucking get any information anywhere at any point in time in history. I can learn different languages. I can do this. I can look at fucking satellite images.
I want you to go to that.
I got a fucking calculator.
I want
Fuck
you to.
You fucking lied to me, you dumb bitch.
I want you to go to her house at night when she's sleeping and go in her face and be like, "What's this? What's this?
It's a fucking calculator.
This is a fucking cell phone. Does everything. Shove it in her face."
20 years later, you were
do that?
wrong.
Can you do that for me?
I could
Just
probably
go
do that.
fucking bust in her face.
Yeah.
Do it. You get on board with that though?
I bet you feel fucking stupid.
Fuck you. See, we can get deep about political issues.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I think.
So
Okay, so let's recap real quick on education.
Can you do that more often?
I think that what we need is to offer more variety of classes and teach the way kids need to be taught and understand to be taught, not the way that we think they should be taught. Let's give them a choice. Let's give them some different paths.
Listen,
If your son maybe wants to take a home ec class, that's okay. It's 2014.
baking is delicious.
Baking is delicious.
He's not. Yeah.
Maybe he's a pothead.
Maybe
He's like, dude, I'm gonna get high and I'm gonna make the fucking most delicious shit ever.
I hate
have no
going to the
interest in
store.
fucking chopping wood.
Yeah.
I don't want to go from computers. I want to smoke weed all day and I want to make fucking brownies and I
bake.
want to work at fucking Starbucks or something.
That's my life.
That's my life.
That's my life, Mom.
Take it or leave
I do
it.
what I want to do. Starbucks for life. You sound like a politician. Can we run your campaign, Evan, for district, whatever we're in? What district are we in? Do you think you could run for mayor?
You would be Tommy Boy for me.
Yeah.
You'd be Tommy Boy. I'd be trying to like really fucking hard to
Yeah.
get my shit going, and you'd be like,
I'd fuck it up, but
fucking-
eventually win the hearts of like the community in
you
some
would,
weird way.
You would come around to the end, but it would be a lot of fucking work to like keep you under control.
You're right.
You'd be played by Jack Black in the movie.
Who are you played by?
Really good friends with you, but I just keep fucking everything up.
Who are you, James Vanderbeek? You fucking.
Yeah,
You'd be
he's
Matthew McConaughey. You'd be Matthew McConaughey.
No, like a younger Matthew McConaughey.
No, I like this. I like this Matthew McConaughey and Jack Black. That dynamic would be good. Just like we
Matthew
call it Black Sheep 2.
McConaughey.
And Jack Black in Black Sheep 2. And it's basically about Little Phoenix here. We're in South
I
Mountain.
love it.
The South Mountain 5th.
I love it. Done.
We're going to write it tonight.
We're going to clean this town up.
Based on education reform.
Yeah, we're going to.
What else can we reform?
gonna-
Sexual education.
We're going to get all the kids. Everyone gets iPads. First and foremost, everybody has iPads.
First of all, everyone's going to be smarter and everyone's going to have an iPad. What's our third key? We need 3 keys to victory. iPads,
I say
education.
we got to brainwash the kids so they don't listen to their parents because their parents are fucking wrong.
Okay, so iPads, education, and brainwashing.
We can brainwash them with the iPad, so that's 2 in 1.
That's 2 in 1. So I need a third point of success to run this campaign. I got iPads, education, brainwashing, which is a subcategory of iPads.
Humans on the whole will be smarter in about 15 to 20 years.
You're just guaranteeing that?
Guarantee it.
Does that even make sense? Humans
No,
as a
here,
whole.
you have to do it this way. You'd be like, hey, do you ever go to like fucking Denny's and they just fuck everything up on your order? Well, guess what? If you invest in this program in like 10 years, that just won't happen.
Never again.
People are going to be smarter. Like we're starting fresh. There's going to be like it's a new ring in the tree.
All right, Evan, I was going to help you run your campaign, but now you're basing it off of a Denny's analogy, so I'm out of your campaign.
I did it specifically to fuck with your little mind. I could have said fucking I don't know, the fucking Jiffy Lube.
A movie
like
should be written about
the
this.
Guys that if you ever like have the Jiffy Lube guy like fuck up your oil or like charge you too much for your brakes or something like that. Yeah, that's not going to happen in 10 years. We're going to make everyone
no
smarter.
Scumbags?
There'll be no scumbags.
Is our scumbags just stupid?
Not the way we educate people.
All right.
We're going to educate them in the way they want to go. They can.
Dude, you're going to change the world.
If you're in a bank robbery, guess what? We're going to get you kind of going in like maybe like the army side or like, you know, like get you playing with guns and stuff like that at an early age. Get you liking it. Get you well trained. If you want to be like that, we'll get you in a program and we'll teach you how to learn.
I think on the next Fuckcast we should get a baby, and if you kiss a baby on air, I think there's no way that you won't get elected. Just with all these, with the fire you're spitting and kissing babies and stuff like black baby.
Well,
can you kiss a black baby?
This is my controversial side right here because what I think I want to do.
Is your tabloid.
I want to give the parents less control over how much they have about educating their kids.
Oh shit!
Right?
Oh, you dropped the ball.
Right. My polls just went down. But what I'm saying, like, listen, hear me out. Do you think you'd be able to provide your child with adequate information if you had to home teach your kid?
Well, here's the problem. It's not that I don't think I would be able to provide adequate, because most people send their kids to school for a reason, because that's where you get adequate education. But where it comes a problem, like as a grown-up, is what they're being educated about. You know what I mean? Like, if I don't have the right to decide what my kid's being educated about, then that's the problem, not where they're getting educated. Because I'm going to send them to a school or a private school or elect to school them at home. But if you're taking away what the control of what they're educated about, then you're probably going to hear from some people who are like, don't tell my kid fucking that he's got to be a Republican, something like that. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to run into some crazy shit.
I don't know. I think that there's just so many bad parents out there, whether they're like upper class, middle class, whatever. Like, I think if it was just, hey, listen, we're going to take the ease off everything. So like all the educating stuff like that, we're going to teach your kids like right and wrong. And we're going to do a little bit more like morality classes. And you get to focus on being a good parent, and you get to focus on like, you know, spending time with them and like going on vacation and stuff like that. They're going to be better off kids.
It'd be a fucking, I mean,
that's what I'm saying is like it might work out, but it's like it would be very controversial if you said that.
Right. In
like,
some way I agree with you, and in some way I don't.
Because no one's going to be like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Go ahead and just take my kids and teach them whatever the fuck you want. But what I'm saying is like it's a big picture type thing. Where
right. Well, you're like, I get what you're saying, but you also almost sound like a communist or something like that. Like, we're going to take your babies from you when they're born, and then they're going to come back when they're 18 and be a fighting machine. Except you don't want them to be fighting machines. You just want them to be smart as to what you deem like smart. You know what I mean? You're like, you guys are doing a terrible job. I need to fucking educate your kids for you.
Maybe when you have your baby, you put them in like a fucking thing, like a contraption, and you have like a slot machine, and it goes around, and it's like soldier, 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 farmer. And
what is
like,
the jackpot?
Man.
Jackpot is like a fucking entertainer.
Movie star.
Yeah, I got a soldier again. This fucking casino fucks me constantly. God damn it.
Let's go make another baby. There's one spot in the casino where it's like receptacle for your fucking baby.
I feel like what you're saying is that in the future I'm going to get paid in babies. Is that what you're saying right now?
You do not want to win the jackpot on this one. It's going to be
babies
a bloodbath.
They dump a pool of blood from babies on you? Is that what you're saying?
Is that what you get the jackpot? I don't know anymore. I don't trust my brain anymore after that statement.
Well, Garrett, that was deeply political issues with the Fuckcast.
Deeply.
Deep. Do we need? How much time do we have?
We've got.
Let's go into something else.
I don't know, like 5-6 minutes.
All right, I'm gonna make up another topic because I don't like the rest of any of these.
Oh, shame on you guys.
Well, this person said talk about my project for strippers. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll talk about my project for strippers. I am doing a book for strippers. So it's called isupportstrippers.com. It's about the stripper industry. I just want to know from you as my friend, what are you interested in? what are you interested in seeing come out of me on this fucking endeavor into the stripper industry, if anything?
I think that you could pull off getting some really cool photos, kind of like behind the scenes, like the side of strippers that like no one sees, or like just kind of putting your spin on it.
Well, that's
I feel confident you can get something interesting and just kind of educate yourself on what goes on behind the scenes and stuff.
You've met some, like, we'll just say I have a lot of stripper friends, and you've met some of them. You know what I mean? And and I've spent a lot of time with them, and they're generally fucking like really crazy and interesting. You know what I mean? They might not be the best people in the world, and definitely don't keep them like as a girlfriend, because a lot of them are crazy. But definitely, like, if you want an interesting story for the night, go hang out with a fucking stripper. And they might be offended from me saying that, like, I'm a regular person. Like, no, you're not a regular person. You're fucking crazy bananas. They all are. And they're fun, and I like that. And that's what I'm going to portray in the book.
I think what a lot of people don't realize, which I've realized, is that strippers are pretty much themselves on stage. Like, it's not as much of an act as you might think. Like, most of these girls that I've ran into that are strippers, they really do like all the attention they're getting, and they're putting in an act.
Well, it's
it's mostly all them.
They might not. What I think what you're saying is very true at a core. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of them are going to dispute exactly what you just said. A lot of them will try to debate that they're not like how they are on stage. But when it comes down to it, this is not a fact, but like they're like you said, they're very driven by attention a lot of the time in one shape or form or another. You know what I mean? Whether that's love or whether that's with, you know, their body or something like that. They really like the attention. Whereas someone like you and me kind of likes to like in person likes to stay out of the limelight. You know what I mean? It's like
But there's probably also girls that are like maybe like really shy, like in college or something like that. But they have like this like kind of hidden passion to be like, hey, I want to be like transform myself and be a fucking stripper. It's like a mystery thing.
Well, first of all, I'll say this about strippers is that anything that I say to you or say that I think, I usually don't feel like I'm factual about it. Like, there's always what I find funny is that anytime I feel like I've come to do a decision on strippers, I end up like denouncing that myself, like, oh, that's not true. You know what I mean? Which is kind of my exploration in doing this project, is to like really once and for all figure out for myself what I think about strippers, because I'm not sure if I like them, and I'm not sure if I don't like them. I'm not sure if they're good people or bad people. I'm not sure what about them. I've dealt with them, and they're fucking crazy.
So your way of dealing with it is to make a book.
Yes.
And
most people, I don't. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking get a bunch of.
So you're
money.
it's like, you're like thinking about quitting smoking, right? And I'm like, all right, well, you can either stop smoking all at once, or I'm gonna make you smoke way too many cigarettes to the point where you get really, really fucking sick on them.
Yeah. People were like, hey man, you should get away from strippers, and you know what? I'm gonna deal with them even more now.
I'm gonna go out with a big fucking bang.
Yeah, I'm gonna put myself
all strippers. Let's hang out with nothing but fucking strippers.
I'm going in a stripper tornado, strip-nado, man. It's just gonna be the next couple of months are gonna be. If you're a stripper, call me. Let's hang out. I'll put my number right here. Not really, but you know what?
Message him on Facebook.
McKay Jaffe, hit me up.
Yeah. So I think that's about it.
Is that it?
Yeah. Dinger Bell has about 2 seconds.
Fuck it. Fuck you guys. Fuck the Dinger Bell. Fuck Evan. Fuck me. Fuck this computer.
That's not very nice.
Don't fuck Evan. He's cool.
Me. Yeah. Well, maybe.
It's been a good time. We talked about narwhals.
Yeah.
What else did we talk about?
I don't know.
We can't recap? No? Okay.
Cyborgs. Robocop.
Cyborgs. Robo-dicks. Robo-dick.
All right. Peace out.
Peace.